Okay, composition of functions is essentially putting one function into the other. F of g is how you would say that, and that's putting g inside of f. That's not the hard part. You have heard of that. The harder part for some people is the domain. The domain of a composition is the set of all x in the domain of g such that g of x is in the domain of f. So it's a checking game, and we'll show how that works out. Okay, evaluate f of g of x, g of f of x, and f of g of 0. So first, some composition. F of g of x is going to equal, I'm going to start with f, x plus 2. I'm going to replace my x with g. I'm putting g inside of f, plus 2. That stays there. I only replace the x. Simplify that. Negative x squared plus 6. Okay, going the other way. G of f of x. I'm going to start with g, 4 minus x squared. I'm replacing the x. 4 minus parentheses, x plus 2 squared. Now that's going to take x plus 2 times x plus 2, so 4 minus x squared plus 4x plus 4. That's going to become 4 minus x squared minus 4x minus 4 gives me negative x squared minus 4x, and the 4's canceled out. F of g of 0 is actually a more simple problem. F of, now g of 0. What happens when I put 0 in for g? 4 minus 0 squared, that's still going to be 4. Now I'm putting 4 into f. So what happens when I put a 4 in here? I get 6. Okay, let's find f of g of x and g of f of x and their domains. So first, f of g of x. So instead of x squared minus 9, I'm going to replace this squared minus 9. Square and a square root cancel each other out. 9 minus x squared minus 9 equals negative x squared. Now, if I'm talking about domain, what was the domain of g of x? Well, g of x did have some limitations. I know that 9 minus x squared has to be greater than or equal to 0. I can't take the square root of a negative. So 9 greater than or equal to x squared. Take the square root, that's going to be 3 greater than or equal to x greater than or equal to negative 3. Okay, now, does that domain work for f? Well, if I'm in between, I can plug anything in for f. I can square any number and I can take 9 away from any number. So yes, this is the domain. So all x such that, just put that in brackets. Looking at the final answer, you would think, yeah, I can square anything. But you've got to look at what you put inside here in the beginning. And because I believe I have made a mistake, we are not going to worry about doing g of f of x. Just worry about the domain. The g of f of x is going to be way more complicated than we're going to need in this class.